The American empire is spreading its wings, brothers, across what they regard as their hemisphere, like a leviathan consuming anything in its path. Maduro, one of the last hopes for the common man in America, has been replaced by a puppet, owned for the purpose not of selling Venezuela to her master, but of giving it to him in exchange for her life. No longer do the masses feature in their plans. Nations are reaching their final teleological purpose. The private aspirations of dictators for whom the people they rule exist merely as slaves for their benefit. Whether the government of Cuba can survive without its last remaining benefactor remains to be seen. But the intent of the American dictator is clear. He wants to own the Western Hemisphere. There should be no surprise at this. America never forgot its Monroe Doctrine and has asserted its will many times to destroy the will of the people where that will threatened to derail their boundless lust for personal wealth and their obsession with the empires of the East, which they still falsely call communist. The American dictator is right to say that power is all that matters. How does the will of millions bend to the will of a single man, when that one man holds the arms of mass destruction, and they only arms tired from exhaustion and hunger? There should be no surprise at the turn taken by this world of unequal citizens, unable to fight for their rights because of the threat of a single bullet, of unequal nations unable to fight for the lands they were born to because of the fear of mass destruction. When faced with this reality, the braver and more enlightened of our brothers stand and protest, but still in the belief that peace and chant is the way to gain equality from their national rulers, as though they didn't realise their practices were wrong and only need to be guided to a better path. But history should teach us that this isn't so. They may seem to bend to make you return to your workplaces, but will resume their practices as soon as your back is turned, like a medieval monarch facing down his peasant rebels, knowing they will not be able to mount a second charge. The end of this world of inequality will only come when the brothers realise the truth, that the land belongs not to the nations, large or small, nor to the diktats of a single man, but to us, and us alone, and that we must stand and fight for what is rightfully ours.